I feel good. I mean, we're not taking anything for granted. We're going to run through the tape, but certainly the support, like you saw here tonight, we've seen all across the state. So we're confident, but we're not taking anything for granted. And it's a great honor to be in this position. But my job will be to fight for Missouri, and so I appreciate the support.
Your opponent is talking to voters a lot today down the stretch. Can you confirm that you will do nothing to raise the retirement age or cut Social Security benefits? She said you would do that.
I don't know where she got that from. I've never said that. That's not my position.
Can you confirm what?
I think I just did. So I don't know where she got that from, but I'm not supportive of any of that legislation.
You've said before that your vote on ownership of farmland in the state Senate was a distortion of your record, her characterization of it. You didn't explain how and why.
It's a total lie. There were no restrictions previous to that vote. None. And so it's a lie, and she's probably trying to cover up for the fact that she signed on to the Green New Deal and wants to ship jobs to China, and she knows that nobody will be tougher on China than me. I sued China over the coronavirus.
Eric, we had a school shooting here that might potentially be able to be stopped if we had red flag laws in the state. What do you think about red flag laws, and do you or do you not support them?
I think what we saw there was heroism from the men and women of law enforcement who rushed in and saved a lot of lives. I think the best course of action would be to make sure we have more law enforcement protecting our schools. Sadly, my opponent has supported the defund the police crowd who wants to get rid of school resource officers, and that's the exact wrong approach.
If the Biden energy policy is a key driver of inflation, why is inflation so much higher in most of the rest of the world?
Listen, I'm going to speak to what's going on when I talk to people and what's actually going on here in the United States. We've never seen an administration more hostile to energy exploration and production than we see right now. You put that on top of the trillions and trillions of dollars we're spending at the federal government that we don't have. That's why everything's more expensive. At the grocery store, at the pump, you see inflation for natural gas prices are going through the roof. So what we ought to do is control the spending and open up energy production in this country.
Jason. Eric, if the polls show you winning tomorrow, what do you say to Missourians who might not be getting your vote tomorrow? What do you say to them if you are elected their next U.S. Senator?
That I'm going to be a senator for every Missourian, not just from Missouri, but for Missouri, everybody. And so obviously I want to get everybody's vote, but for the folks who don't vote for me, I look forward to earning their trust in the Senate.
Now, you mentioned a lot about how you don't like President Biden and his agenda, but you're going to be in office for 6 years and might have a Republican president. Is there any particular issue that you want to focus on in the Senate, and make a specialty?
I think there's a couple things. Obviously, we need to get spending under control. I think we need a balanced budget amendment. I think we need to open up energy production. We ought to put some of those bills on Joe Biden's desk. I think taking on the broader administrative state, asking a lot of tough questions. The idea that the Department of Justice has been weaponized to go after parents is ridiculous. And I think taking on big tech, joining Senator Hawley in that fight. I mean, certainly the lawsuit we have right now, uncovering the collusion between government and big tech is very dangerous. And I don't care what your political stripe is, Republican or Democrat, that ought to send chills down everybody's spine that people could be censored by the government.